వేద పాఠశాల ఇది చదువు నేర్పుకోవెల అజ్ఞానము తొలగించే విజ్ఞానపు జ్యోతిలా. వెల్కమ్ టు వేద పాఠశాల. Let's join hands together and grow together.
Actually. So good evening to all. Thank you so much for having patience to just hear us for some. We'll take only 25 to 30 minutes, and this is all about robotics. All of you know, like robotics is going to be a robotics, AI, artificial intelligence, and IoT are going to be already they become a part of our life. So right from standard one to engineering students, they need to learn this in a very practical way. That is how we are here, and we have a small. Curriculum set for right from standard 1 to 5, 6 to 12, and also engineering students in a different way. So, basically, when we talk about robotics, it is a combination of few things like 3D designing, mechanical, electronics, programming, and artificial intelligence and IoT. So, I will hand it over to Chaitra, who is our actually robotic lead engineer, and she will give a small demo. Probably you can she'll share her screen and she'll show you the right demo how the kids of schools and engineering students or small kids how they'll enjoy our curriculum for 15 sessions. Yeah, so that's yeah, thank you Chaitra. I think take care. So there are it's a mix
Yes,
of all parents and kids and everyone are there, so you can just go and describe and show them the use cases, one use cases. Thanks Chaitra.
yes, yes,
Thank
sir.
you all. Yeah.
Yes. Hi, everyone. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening,
I'm
ma'am.
Chaitra, a robotic trainer from Technologies, and I'm here to give a demo on robotics crash course. And before going to start with the demo, I would like to welcome you all to Robotics Lab, Vivartana Robotics Lab. So basically, as sir said, this course is divided into three parts like robotics, artificial intelligence, and Internet of Things. So initially, the first class will be we will be discussing about what, why, where, and how of a robotics. So Vivartana means transforming the students' mentality from what to what, why, where, and how, so that they'll get a knowledge about all the concepts, and it is very easy for them to choose their career also, correct? So if I come to robotics, it is a combination of three parts, like mechanical part, electronics part, and a programming part. So basically this robotics course, this part will take 9 to 10 classes. After that we'll just move on to artificial intelligence. It will take only two classes, and after that Internet of Things, it will take two classes, and at last we have some conclusion or discussion about students ideas, so we will be implementing that on that day. So this is basically 15 days course. So let me present. Yes, so as I said, this robotics, it is a combination of three parts, that is mechanical, electronics, and programming. For example, if you consider an example of robot, if you want to build
Somebody
a,
is scribing on the
yeah,
screen,
I did.
please. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, yes. So it is not stopping.
Yeah, you just, ma'am,
Yes, sir.
annotate option. There
Yeah,
is
I
a
did
annotate
that. I
option.
did that, but it is not going actually.
Yeah, you just go to the dustbin.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just
Hold
clear
on.
the first you need to clear.
Yes, yes.
I do one thing. Otherwise,
Yes, sir. I did.
I just
Thank
share
you.
once. Yeah, yeah. Very good. Very
Yes,
good.
sir.
Go ahead.
Yes. So the if you consider a robot example, if you want to build a robot, first you have to plan it, right? So how does it look like, and outer structure of a robot, everything you have to plan accordingly. Then you have to design your robot body parts. Then you have to take a printout of the body part. So once you are ready with the body of a robot, you have to think about inside the body what you have to place. Correct. So inside we should not keep it as a empty, right? It should contain some electronic parts. For example, in your laptop, if you have only the outer structure, you cannot do anything. Correct. If you open the laptop, you can observe some motherboard, some processors, some resistors, some capacitors, and some battery. Everything will be there. Correct. So likewise, inside the robot also you have to place some electronic components and you have to do some circuits to make it work. Correct. So once you are done with the inside the body, you have to select the programming part. Correct. So that means you have to train your robot to do a particular task. For example, if you want your robot to do your works or to do dance, to do to say, sing a song, everything, before going to tell that, you have to train the robot to do particular task. Then only it will get to know what action it should perform. Correct. So for that we have a programming part. So I'll just show you one use cases on each of the parts. So if I say mechanical part, it is completely the 3D design. Okay, so if you want to design an outer body of a robot, you have to design it first. For example, you have a paper, right? You have a paper, or whatever you write it on a paper, that is 2D. Correct. If you want the same as a printout, you have to type it in your laptop and you have to give that input to your printer, paper printer, that is 2D printer, and if you insert some A4 sheets, it will give you the same printout. Likewise, whatever you want to design, you have to design it using a software called Tinkercad. Okay, in this Tinkercad, if you design some 3D designs or body parts or car parts, anything, and you can save it, and if you have a 3D printer, you can give the same to the printout. That printer, 3D printer is different and 2D printer is different. If you insert some material to the printer, it will give you the printout of the same, and then you can assemble it. Okay, so we'll just see how to design the 3D designs using a Tinkercad. You can observe this is a Tinkercad software, wherein I'll just go to create. Yes, I'll just go to create new design. It's loading. Yes, so this is a home page of a Tinkercad software. If you want to design anything, you have to design on this work plane. Can you observe this blue color work plane? On this work plane only, you have to design the 3D designs or body parts of a robot or a car parts of a car, everything you have to design. Okay, so how to design? For that, you have a shapes over here. By using these shapes, you can design anything. Okay, so even you have more option here. Text and numbers are there, characters are there, connectors are there, and even you have a body parts of a dinosaur, skeleton, everything. You can take the body parts of that and you can assemble it, and even you can save it and print it by using a printer. Okay, so for the kids who are in a lower grades, they can do the basic structures, and the kids who are in a higher grade or degree students, they can do their own designs, like how they have some plans, right? According to that, they can design. I'll just show you one design, one such use case. You all will drink a milk, right? So how you will drink the milk? By using a coffee mug, right? So even you can design a coffee mug using the 3D. Okay, so I'll just show you that thing, how to design a coffee mug. For that, I'll just select one design from the shapes. I choose half sphere. Okay, if I select it half sphere, I can increase the size of that, and even I can increase the height of that, so that it is a 3D, right? It has a length, width, and a height now. correct. So now I just increase the size and I'll rotate it. So to hold the coffee mug, what you require some holder, right? So for that, I'll just take a ring. So even I'll just rotate it to 90. Yes. Now I'll just place this holder to the coffee mug like this. So now you can observe it is closed, right? You cannot fill a milk inside it. To make it hollow, what you should do, you should make it whole, right? So for that, I'll just take a copy of the same. If I click on that, I have a duplicate option. If you click on that, it will create its duplicate copy here. See? Now I'll just decrease the size so that I can insert this cylinder sphere inside this. So and even I'll just make it whole and I'll just place it inside this. Alignments and all you can do it later like this. So now I'll just select all and group it. If I group it, it will create a hollow inside it. Now you can observe, see. Somewhat it look like a coffee mug, right? You can fill water, you can fill milk, everything you can fill here, right? So even you can change the color of that. You have a palette here, color palette, you can change the color of a coffee mug. Okay, any shape you want you can design. Okay, this is very basic design. Even you can design the skeleton, you can take a body part of a skeleton and assemble it. I'll just show you that also.
So just to add what Chaitra ma'am said, so we can actually make nowadays any part is 3D printed, right? Body parts, any other design technology, everything is 3D printed nowadays for the prototype. So basically you can design anything right from standard 1 to engineering students, and they can take the real printout whenever they connect with 3D printer. That is how the design part.
Yes.
Go ahead, Chaitra.
This is one more example, skeleton. So like this, you can design any design. And even not only by using this Tinkercad, even you have one more software called uh, uh, Google SketchUp. By using this Google SketchUp also, you can design the 3D models. I'll just show you one already designed project. This is called car model. By using this Google SketchUp, one of my student created this design called car. If you take a same printout and then you can even insert some circuits, motors and wheels to this, and you can make it work actually. So it is loading. So both the softwares we can use to design the 3D designs. Okay, even you can yes. So one difference is that you can design here in the SketchUp, you can color it. You can color each and every part. Can you guys observe over here? This is a car made by our student. So you can also take a printout of the same by using a printer. Okay, after that you can add a wheels or a motors or anything you want, you can add that. Okay, so even you can design any other designs, not only car, and animated designs also you can do by using this Google SketchUp. Once you are done with the outer structure of a robot, you will be step on to electronics. Okay, so how does the circuit rig up, so how to rig up a circuit, how to do projects. So for that, you have a software called Tinkercad Circuits. In this software, you can do a project and you can also simulate the project. You can observe the output in this software itself. You all of you can observe this is the Tinkercad software to rig up a circuit. So this is very basic. This is a home page of a Tinkercad circuit, and to rig up any circuit you require a components, right? So in this Tinkercad you have a readily available components over here. I'm just scrolling down. You
Okay,
can
ma'am.
observe these are the components. Okay, so by using these components I'll just show you how does bulb works. In your
ma'am.
house you have a bulb, right? You have a bulb. How does it works? If you switch on, you have a switch. If you switch on it, it will glow, right? So like that, you can also do it in a computer itself. So I have a battery over here, and I'll just connect positive to terminal 1 and negative to terminal 2. You can observe, I'll just start simulating. You can observe it is glowing, right? Like this you can do, this is very simple and basic circuit, glowing bulb. Okay, even you can use a LEDs and you can change the color of a LEDs. Here you have a different colors, and you can connect different or more LEDs to the same battery in a such a way that in a star type, or even you have a Christmas tree, right? You can make a Christmas tree using these LEDs, and you can do many projects using this Tinkercad circuit. This is very basic for lower grade kids. For higher grade kids, we have a different platform, the same circuit, sorry, software, but different platform. Like you will be using Arduino boards to rig up a circuit to do the projects, and you will be using a sensors, everything. Yes.
Ma'am.
Ma'am, you go ahead, ma'am. You go ahead.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes. So you all of you know the piano, right? How does it works? How does it works? It has a black and white keys, and if you press the keys, it will produce some sound. How does it produce a sound? Inside that piano, it has some circuits, right? So what it has, for example,
Ma'am.
if you press the key, it will if yes if you press the key, it is connected to the switch will trigger the electronic circuit inside the piano, and it will produce some sound like this. So I have made one project, I have used only 3 keys. So this is how the piano circuit will be there inside that piano. I'll just show you the output. If you start simulating, this is an Arduino board wherein you are going to work on this, and this is a buzzer. It will produce some sound. So these are the push buttons I have used as a key. Okay, so I'll just this is how your piano works, right? So not only this, by using a sensors you will be doing a project. So those projects will be your real-time projects. You can implement those projects for your real time, and you can make your house smart. Correct.